Hey, Gloria McDonald here, and welcome to the Daily Dose of Awesome, your 15 minutes of inspiration, motivation, and education from Elite Marketing Pro. So I'm just going to wait for people to hop on here. Let me know if you can hear me okay, and give me some comments there if you can. If you're here and you can hear me. I'm not able to see my comments. So anyway, there we go. Hey, Shireen, great to see you. Larry, good to see you. Let me know if you can hear me. David, so great to see you. And let me know where you guys are coming in from. Hey, Lisa, welcome, welcome. Super great to see you guys here today. So, hey, John, good to see you. Great. Okay, and you can hear me, Larry. I know you can see me. I'm assuming you can hear me. Stuart, great to see you. Bonnie, hello, hello, hello. Melinda, so great to see all you guys. Julia. So today I have some good news for you and some bad news for you, and I'm going to get into that in just a minute. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Kim. But first I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. Today I'm going to tell you about the 2.5-hour diet, your brain, and your success. So stick with me here because you will see how this story has everything to do with the success in your business. Just a couple more shout outs here. Hey, Larry, so glad you can hear me. Louise, so good to see you. Sally, hello, Sally. Sally from the UK, and Chuck from South Carolina. Okay, guys, so I'm sure a whole bunch of you, hey Marge, great to see you. I'm sure a whole bunch of you know the amazing, genius, and divine Krista Baker in the Elite Marketing Pro community. And if you know Krista, just tag her in this and give her some love, because Krista is absolutely positively amazing. If you don't know her, she's the technical wizard for the Elite Marketing Pro, or one of the technical wizards for the Elite Marketing Pro community. So I'm going to tell you a story about Krista Baker. And she doesn't know I'm doing this. Several months ago, Krista started a diet and she lost a bunch of weight and she looked great. So I said to her, oh my gosh, what are you doing? How are you losing all this weight? So she told me what she was doing. So I looked up this diet, and this diet was just brilliant. I mean, it makes so much sense to me, but it is an absolutely grueling diet. Here's the thing about this diet. With this diet, you have to cut out all sugar. Absolutely all sugar, including any kind of natural sweetener, so no maple syrup, no agave, no coconut sugar, no stevia, nothing, which also means no processed food. Because the thing is, our brains are addicted to sugar. Our brains literally get addicted to sugar, and our bodies get addicted to sugar. And well, that's my problem. I'm absolutely addicted to sugar, and particularly dark chocolate, and I know that, and I don't try to hide it. So give me some ones in the comments if you're addicted to sugar at all, if this is a little bit of a problem for you. So anyway, Krista Baker is just, an absolute. Well, she's so disciplined. She's stuck with this diet. She cut all sugar. Julia, 11111. Woman after my own heart. Julia, high five. Yeah. Oh, Laura, you gave it up. Good for you. Kim, yeah. Anyway, so Krista is so diligent and she's disciplined, and she gave up all sugar and lost this weight. So fast forward several months, and a couple weeks ago, I thought, okay, that's it. I'm going to try this diet again. So I told Krista that I was going to start doing it. And a couple of days later, Krista and I were on a Zoom call with a couple of other people. And Krista hopped on the Zoom call just as I stuck a piece of dark chocolate in my mouth. And Krista saw, and she started laughing at me. And I said, oh, I am great at a 2.5-hour diet. You see, I can cut sugar out for 2.5 hours straight anytime. In between pieces of dark chocolate, I'm great at cutting sugar out. So give me some twos if that's your life, if you're great at a 2.5-hour diet. And maybe, so here's the thing, is that the way you are in your business? Are you great at a 2.5-hour discipline in your business? And then it all falls apart. Frida too, Julia too, yes. So how do you shift the patterns of success to really keep you successful in your business. So here's where we get to the good news and the bad news part. The good news is you have a brain. The bad news is you have a brain. And we are literally addicted to the chemicals in our brain. The scientific studies have shown that we're as addicted to the chemicals in our brain as we would be to crack cocaine. And we're as addicted to the good feeling chemicals and the bad feeling chemicals. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad feeling chemicals, we're addicted to them. So if you're liking this info, if it's making sense to you, give me some threes so I know that this is making sense and it's helping you some. So here's the thing. Here's the way our physiology works. And again, this is all based on science. And when you start to know this, hey guys, thanks for the likes and the loves and everything. When you start to really understand this, then it makes a difference in how you can succeed in your business. So here's what happens. We think a thought. And every time we think a thought, our brain produces an electromagnetic frequency. An electromagnetic frequency is produced in the brain. And that, in turn, produces a chemical which goes into our body. And that chemical lasts for about 90 seconds. And that chemical produces a physical sensation. And then that physical sensation sends a message back up to the brain. And so it's a vicious cycle, and it just keeps going around and around and around and around. We think a thought, it produces an electromagnetic frequency in the brain, it produces a chemical, the chemical goes into the body, which produces a physical sensation, which then sends a message back up to the brain, which produces more of that same thought. So in my case, my thought might be, I'd like a piece of chocolate. That produces an electromagnetic frequency in my brain, which produces a chemical that goes into my body. The physical sensation might be hunger in my stomach, maybe salivating in my mouth or something. That physical sensation of hunger in my stomach or salivating in my mouth sends a message back up to the brain, which says hunger, which only makes me want to eat more dark chocolate. Not a good thing. So how does this work with your business? Well, you've all probably heard this before. Thoughts produce feelings, which is literally what they do. Thoughts literally produce a physical feeling in our body. And then those feelings produce actions, those actions produce results, and then it's, again, this vicious cycle. So let's say in your business you have a thought of, oh my gosh, am I ever really going to be successful? Am I ever really going to be able to grow my network marketing business or my affiliate marketing business? That's going to create a physical sensation in your body. You know, first there's the electromagnetic frequency, then the chemicals, and then the chemicals are literally going to produce a physical sensation in your body. And that physical sensation in your body might be a tightening in your stomach, it might be tightening in your shoulders or neck, and then that's going to create an action. And maybe what you do is, you know, you're frustrated, so you slump your shoulders. Maybe you had another no-show or something like that, so you send a message to a friend saying, oh, another no-show. And then that's going to produce a result, which is maybe that's going to cause you to waste time and not get right back at it. Maybe you're going to say, oh, I'll do those follow-up calls tomorrow. I don't feel like it today. And then that's going to create another thought of, will I ever be any good at this business? Will I ever be successful? And on and on and on. Okay, great. So thank you, Laura. I'm glad you're finding this excellent. Good, good, good. Okay, so now let's talk very specifically, if you're a network marketer, what happens? So if you're anything like me, and give me some fours if you've ever done any of these things at all, give me some fours in those comments if you've ever, written that list of 100 people in your warm market. You know, depending upon what network marketing company you are with or have been with, maybe you've done home parties. I've done those. Maybe you were supposed to bring people to presentations at your upline's house. Maybe you were supposed to drag people to the big hotel events, get them out so they could feel the energy of the crowd and, get involved with that. Maybe you've been to tons of networking events trying to meet new people after you've burned through your warm market and you're trying to, create more prospects, find more prospects. Business cards. Oh, I've done the business cards. I would sneak around and put business cards. I'd sneak around through parking lots at grocery stores and malls and stuff and put business cards on windshields. And then I learned the super secret trick of putting a business card on the driver's side right between the window, the seam of the door and the window so that they had to see it. And maybe you have thought, okay, well, all this stuff was really difficult and there was tons of rejection, so social media is what's going to make the difference. Or maybe you've done the, call or text or whatever 10 people a day. Now, here's why this gets really difficult with our brains. All kinds of fours, Jan, Melinda, 444, yeah. So, you've done these things, and so have I. And I'm assuming that, like me, maybe you were at a point, maybe you're still there, but you didn't have the level of success you really thought you were going to have. So it is for every single one of us as human beings, it is our brain's job to protect us, to keep us safe, and to conserve energy. So this is more about what physiologically happens in your brain. So let's say you go to your big annual convention for your network marketing company. And you hear all these motivational speeches, and you hear about the person who's the new, triple black diamond, whatever, the top of the company, the top earner in the rags to riches story, and you hear the guru of the month talk about this, okay, the latest technique is you should be doing 15 of these a day. So you're up on a high, your brain's on a high, you're inspired, you have all these ideas, and it's like, oh, great, yeah, I'm going to go home, and I'm going to do all this stuff. So then you get home, and let's just say it's texting. Let's say that's the latest, greatest thing you're supposed to do. You're supposed to text 10 people a day. And give me some fives if you've ever been through the texting 10 people a day thing. Just let me know if you've ever done that thing, because you heard that was the latest, greatest thing to do. Okay. So you get home and you think, okay, I'm doing this. This is the year. I'm breaking through. I'm doing this. I know I can do this. I'm going to text 10 people a day. So your brain's here on high, your conscious mind's here on high, but what's going on down here is your subconscious mind is going back to all those chemicals you're addicted to and saying, oh, no. You've tried those home meetings. You've tried those hotel meetings. You've done those home parties. You've been to the networking events. That stuff doesn't work. So your conscious and your subconscious mind are not in coherence. See, when this brain wave is going up, this brain wave is going down, and they're in opposite patterns. They're not in coherence. And so then what happens is you get a brainwave pattern that looks like this. And your brain's job is to conserve energy. And this is way too much work. And this is taking you out of your comfort zone. So it's not in the safety zone. It's not protecting you. So what your brain does is it tries as hard as it possibly can to bring you back into homeostasis, bring you back into this really comfy, known area of not stepping out, not facing rejection, not having to do anything new and different. That would be grueling. Okay, so I see lots of fives. People have done this stuff. Okay, so let me know, give me some sixes if you've ever experienced this, a brainwave pattern like that, because you were on this emotional high, you were inspired, you were motivated, you were going to try something new, but your subconscious mind was fighting against you because it's trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you from that rejection. So here's the thing. We all have models of thoughts or beliefs, long ingrained beliefs. And as I said, we are literally addicted to the chemicals in our brain. So you may be addicted to the idea of, oh, I'm just not successful. I wasn't born a leader. Oh, I'm no good at sales. Oh, I'm an introvert. I can't talk to strangers. Those might be some of the thought patterns. Now, the good news is you can change those thought patterns. And if you're really serious about trying to do this, this is one of the best books I have ever read. It's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. There you go. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It is not a super light, easy read, but it is an amazing, amazing, amazing book. And he walks you through exactly how to break those habits, how to get yourself unaddicted to the chemicals in your brain. Well, you're going to be addicted to the chemicals in your brain, so it's just a question of addicting yourself to the right chemicals in your brain, addicting yourself to the good feeling chemicals in your brain. So give me some sevens if that makes sense. So you can do it. It's not easy. So here's the beauty of what Elite Marketing Pro teaches, because we have models of thought and we have systems for living. So the whole beauty of attraction marketing, and when I found out about attraction marketing about a year and a half ago, I was like, oh my gosh, this is brilliant. It's genius, because attraction marketing is all about working with your brain and those subconscious beliefs and those fears, and your brain trying to keep you safe, keep you out of rejection. And rejection is the biggest reason why network marketers fail, because when we're doing cold prospecting and going through our warm market, that list of 100 people, there is so much rejection that literally your brain will not allow you to keep doing that. So your brain shuts you down. But the beauty of attraction marketing is that it is truly, truly, truly a way to do rejection-free prospecting and recruiting. And when you're doing rejection-free prospecting and recruiting, you're literally working with your brain, keeping yourself safe, and not against your brain. And then your brain is naturally in a coherent homeostatic, it's in a state of homeostasis. That's what it is. So I can't encourage you strongly enough to really make use of all the tools that you learn from Elite Marketing Pro and really understand how attraction marketing works, and teach it to your downline, teach it to your team members, teach it to other people, because when you do share this with other people, when you share it with your team members, they also can start to do rejection-free recruiting, and that is the biggest thing that will move you forward and propel you to success. So if you're new here to this, to the Daily Dose of Awesome, click on the link above or below this video, wherever it is, or go to elitemarketingpro.com, or click on the link that whoever shared this video with you sent you, and check out, I'm all about LinkedIn. Facebook is fantastic. It just so happens that LinkedIn is my thing. So if you go to elitemarketingpro.com, you can grab a free copy of my LinkedIn recruiting scripts grab bag, and it's absolutely free, and you can start to get an idea of the exact scripts that I use to connect with people on LinkedIn and use all the principles of attraction marketing to actually help you build your business and grow your downline. So thanks so much for being here, guys, and make sure you give a shout out to Krista Baker and give her some hearts and some love here, because she is amazing, and without her, we wouldn't have had the inspiration for today's Daily Dose of Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a fantastic day. Bye.